Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. So guys, I'm going to be streaming a lot more in the future, especially with the new Call of Duty comes out, and I hope to see some of you guys there. You can follow me at twitch.tv/Dragonmar, and follow me on all my socials down below. With that being said, today we're going to be talking about how you can rank up in Overwatch by playing a little bit more quick play. And I think this is important because a lot of us have maybe dismissed quick play in the past. Me especially. I really never looked to quick play to try to improve, but you know, some things have changed, and I think it's time that we take another look at it. And so I've come up with a little bit of a list of sort of the reasons why you should and how you should play quick play to improve. Because, you know, a lot of people will tell you to just do VOD reviews, maybe do some aim practice, and they'll have, you know, this big list of settings you should use and all this sort of stuff. But I think there's some real value from just playing quick play. Of course, I'm talking about roll queue. I'm not talking about, you know, I'm talking about the 2-2-2 lock, obviously, because it's going to mimic what you play in ranked. So that's the most important thing here, getting as close to the ranked experience as possible without actually playing ranked, so with no SR on the line. And in a lot of ways, this quick play, this roll queue update sort of turned the default quick play almost into like a practice ranked mode. And I think that that's important and good in a lot of ways. It's somewhat bad in others. I'll sort of explain that as we move on. But now I want to get into some of the reasons why I think that this is actually a great way to rank up, to practice, and to get better. And starting things off, quick play has a wide variety of team comps. Now, this is something that you don't see too much at higher levels. I know, and I've been reading and seeing a lot of people saying, you know, sort of the meta is much different at lower ranks, but nonetheless, there's a huge amount of different types of team comps you're going to see in quick play. You'll probably see every single one at some point, just because people aren't necessarily trying to win games. They might just be trying to learn new things or have fun. And what that's going to do to you, even if you do want to win, even if you are trying to improve, it's going to sort of allow you to see these sort of unique comps that you're just not going to know about in other situations. In ranked, you're probably never going to see, you know, too many Reinhardts and, you know, Roadhogs, but you're definitely going to see that in quick play. And so what this is going to do is it's going to teach you how to play against certain comps, but it's also going to teach you maybe why they don't work. And you won't just have to sort of guess on the fly in your ranked games, because you're going to have seen most of these things in quick play. And I think that's something that you didn't necessarily see too much before, because so much of quick play was 4 DPS, you know, 1 tank, 1 support, which just you didn't see too much in ranked ever. Now, there is another really important part about quick play, and I think that we can't overlook this, because I think that a lot of people struggle with this, myself included, and that's that it is extremely low pressure, which sort of allows people to try new things without, you know, the fear of upsetting people on their team. So in ranked, I think we're always looking for making perfect plays and picking the perfect comp for that map to win, you know, because there is real ramifications for losing and for messing up. You know, there was a time where when I played Zarya, if I missed you know, a grav, my team would probably lose that whole game, especially on Koth maps, right? And that's sort of the thing where there is a lot of pressure on certain players. Now in quick play, if you lose, I mean, okay, you lose, but there's no SR attached. And you're not, you know, losing the game for 5 other people, and they're all gonna be mad about losing their SR. If people get mad about losing quick play, yikes, right? But I think that this sort of takes the pressure out of the game, allowing people to play how they want, you know, maybe a little bit more, have a little more fun doing it. And it allows people to experiment. It allows you to experiment without worrying about ruining games. So maybe you do want to start playing some Symmetra in comp, but you're not sure about how to, you know, use her in certain situations. Well, I guarantee, you know, if you play enough quick play with her, you're going to find sort of different ways to use her, and you won't feel so lost when you go into your ranked games. And I think that's extremely important, and I think that makes quick play invaluable when it comes to preparing yourself for ranked. So the final thing I want to talk about is that one of the really important parts about quick play and why it is so vital and why so many people are pushing for a higher barrier to entry for ranked, why they're saying they should be a higher level, is that a lot of people don't know the maps well enough, or they just don't have enough game sense really to be playing ranked quite yet. So in turn, the final thing is that the best way to learn maps is definitely through quick play. And on top of that, it's probably up there in terms of how you can improve your game sense. Now, this is something I've talked about in a lot of videos. This is something you're gonna hear a lot of good players talk about. You might not really know what game sense is. The easiest way to explain it is it's just kind of like the general sort of knowledge of the game as a whole, how maps work, how team comps work, how individual heroes work, you know, how to take high ground, you know, how to, you know, push the payload in certain spots. It's sort of all of that wrapped into one big word. And unfortunately, as probably a lot of people have also stated, there is no like one clear way to just improve your game sense. It is one of those skills and one of those things that just comes from playing the game, which is why I don't think anything can actually beat playing the game for that, for at least in that sense, right? You know, when it comes to learning the maps, which is huge in quick play, because once again, there's no pressure, so it's okay if you take the time to sort of understand where you are. You know, you look around, you figure out where the high ground is, how you can take it, and sort of things like that. And there's no pressure in that situation. Now, if you're trying to do these things in ranked, I mean, if you don't really know the map in ranked, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, because there, you know, are certain maps where flanks are really big, and if you don't understand where enemies are coming from, I mean, that's really not a good thing. And that's why I think quick play really can help people with that, because even if your squad gets wiped, I mean, at least you understand now, okay, they can flank from here, and you didn't just cost your team a bunch of SR, right? So if you're looking to sort of improve, I think you should probably, especially for newer players, I would say to stop, you know, watching all these videos and to stop looking at like map guides and reading up on all this stuff, and really just get in there and try playing a little bit of quick play and sort of see if playing the actual game, but make sure you're playing it with learning in mind and improving. It's one thing to just kind of go in mindless and just run straight at the enemy team. It's another thing to try to, you know, learn and adapt and sort of reflect while you're playing the game. I think it's a really good skill to have. And of course, while you're doing this, you got to remember the whole time you're going to be, you know, building your knowledge of the game, and that's how you improve your game sense. And I think that a lot of us and a lot of people would say this is what you should be doing before you go into ranked. Make sure, you know, you have this great foundation, and then start, you know, playing for points, right? And then start trying to rank up. Because it's really hard, and you get punished really hard in ranked if you're a newer player. And I really think that quick play, especially nowadays with the role queue update, it's just the way to go. I think it really is, especially for people who are newer or just aren't quite as good and they're trying to learn. I would say, you know, without a doubt, that probably your best option. Don't look for coaching. Don't look for VOD review. I mean, VOD reviews are okay, but, you know, really just get in there and play some quick play and try to learn from what's happening around you. Well, guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something new. And I will see you guys next time. Remember, I am streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dragonmar. Follow my socials down below. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time, and peace.